All right. I am going to go on my cell phone real quick to see if I am live on YouTube. I'm going to see if I can hear myself first before I continue it. Because if I don't... Okay, I can. Okay, let me play some music to see if I can hear that real quick. Because if I don't... Okay, I can hear it. Because this is my first time setting it up like this, so I want to make sure that it's... I'm going to have to put my thing on mute real quick. I'm going to adjust my thumbnail. Okay. Save. Okay. Playlist. All right. I'm gonna turn this down real quick. I just want to see that my thing's working. I'm gonna turn this down real quick. I just want to see that my thing's working. Okay, so I see it's not working. I'm gonna turn this down real quick. I just want to see that my thing's working. Okay, so I see it's not working. Well, it's echoing right now. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go into settings. Realtek output. I'm gonna see if this is working. It's like echoing. I'm gonna see if this is working. It's like echoing. Let's see if this is working. It's like echoing. I guess as long as I can hear myself in the stream, I'm not gonna be playing music. So let me see if I can hear myself in the stream at least. I guess as long as I can hear myself in the stream, I'm not gonna be playing music. So let me see if I can hear myself in the stream at least. Okay, I can hear myself in the stream, so I can cancel that out. All right. Let me go on TikTok. Let me see if I can hear myself on there. I can hear myself on YouTube. All right. Now I'm going to go on TikTok to see if I can hear myself. I normally stream games, so this is the first time that I'm doing like a chit chat. Okay. I am live. I'm going to see if I can hear myself. Okay, I can hear myself. I'm going to see if I can hear myself. Okay, I can. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that I could hear myself before I actually went live, okay? Because I see a lot of things going around the internet and what is going on behind the scenes. And also, I noticed that let me pull this up real quick. Someone had sent me this and I want to pull it up so I know exactly. Aha. Okay, I found it. Anyways, I want to discuss everything that's going on with this investigation and why I chose to investigate Fia. And personally, I don't care if anybody like comes on my page and tries to target me and everything in regards to my investigation into Fia Johansson, the Persian Medium. Like, I just don't pick and choose what I want to investigate and start like bugging them and harassing them and everything else. Like, I will investigate a case and I will follow the evidence and go where the evidence leads me to. And whatever evidence I find, if I feel that it's breaking any state laws around the world, like I will investigate and study all 50 state laws. Like, I did go to law school, so I know about the laws in various states. And if I don't know the laws in those states, I will research and read up and learn about them. So, just so everybody knows that. However, this case was very intriguing to me from the get go. One, it wasn't just sprung upon me because of the fact that Julia decided to come out and say that, hey, I feel like I am Madeline McCann and I decided to just want to investigate it. No, that's not how far back this goes. Like, I have been following the Madeline McCann case ever since Madeline McCann went missing. I studied on all the case files. I even watched the documentary on YouTube about the Madeline McCann case and the investigator that was investigating the case. And I have been reading up on everything I can possibly learn and needed to learn in regards to the Madeline McCann case. So whenever Julia Faustina or Julia Wendell came out and decided to tell the world that she is Madeline, she feels in her heart that she's Madeline McCann, you know, knowing that I know about the case files and knowing that I know about the evidence about the case files, I respected the fact that she came out. I I investigated more about, who Julia was because that's obviously the best thing to do, and family history of Julia. My team, I have some individuals that I'm working together with, and we have been able to get in contact with Julia's mother and talk to her, and she is really heartbroken that Julia decided to come to the United States. Hold on, I'm gonna throw this away. Okay, I had to throw that tab away. For some reason, I'm the type of person that doesn't like to keep tabs on my soda. If they're like already coming off, I'll take them off. I like to drink a lot of Diet Dr. Pepper, just so everybody knows. Like, Dr. Pepper with zero sugar. And the Persian Medium, she's about my age. We're like 4 months, apart in age. Which I'm sure she'll send somebody over here and be like, "Oh, Spaz is live." Of course, I'm live. I'm discussing more about why I chose to investigate about more into Thea and keep my focus on investigating her more so on Julia, because we've been able to have contact with Julia's mother. We already know everything about Julia's mental health, history, and also about her contacting and trying to find out if she is another missing child. And Thea proclaimed that she's willing to help find out if Julia is any other missing child. But based on the evidence of you claiming that you're you being a spokesperson of Julia, you're claiming that this person that you're a spokesperson of has a rare eye condition, and it's something that Maddie had, knowing that these other missing children does not have that eye condition, and it's known that these other children do not have these eye conditions. How are you to come out and say that you're wanting to help her find out if she's any other missing child? First and foremost, whenever you became Julia's spokesperson, you have told her personally that you felt like that she was Madeline McCann. As her spokesperson, you should have never, ever told her that. Like, you should have told her that I'm willing to help you if you're confused and you don't know your identity or you don't know if you're a missing child. You should have told her that you were willing to help her find out who she is or whose child she belongs to. And also, you should have been respectful to her parents and her family, because of the fact that we have been in contact with her mother and you have been very disrespectful to her family. And I noticed the other day, whenever you had made a post with Julia and you said that you're going to nicely and calmly contact her mom, like, the damage has already been done. You've already been rude to her mother and her father. So why would they want to come out and talk to you, knowing that you were very disrespectful in the get-go? Second of all, I'm making it clear that I have personally contacted the university that Fia claims that she has gotten her degrees from. They have let me know that nobody by Fia Johansson or any of the aliases that she has came out and said in the past has ever been a student at that university. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion and state their opinion. I don't come out and state my opinion. I come out and I produce evidence that is clear facts before I discuss anything about any type of case. I have been investigating cases for a very long time. I'm a journalist, so I like to investigate cases. But before I became a journalist, I like to research cases and learn more about them and research and find, the truth about cases. And yes, I have helped law enforcement as well with cases. That's perfectly fine if Fia wants to come out and help individuals that are of domestic abuse and have been supposedly kidnapped, and she wants to help find, missing children or anything. But make sure you're open and honest to the world about everything, because first and foremost, you came out and said that you're a private investigator, which everybody knows after we have publicly posted that your Texas private investigator license expired. Therefore, you cannot claim that you are a private investigator. It wasn't until you were caught with your private investigation license expired that you hurried up and went and renewed your Texas private investigation license. Second of all, you cannot live in California and have a Texas private investigations license. I've already spoken to Texas where you have your license at, and due to the fact that you reside in California, you are not able to have a Texas private investigations license and offer services outside of Texas. That is something that you should have learned getting your private investigator's license in Texas. You have to reside in Texas. They are non-reciprocal. I cannot pronounce that word. But anyways, I am having a interesting time investigating, because the more information that I find out, the more that I want to investigate into Fia Johansson. I was able to even find a police department that has a history of Fia's using of other aliases. So I have even contacted them to see if they wanted to help me with my investigation into Fia. And I provided them all this information and asked them to check into the fraud that I was able to find. That's perfectly fine if you want to be a private investigator. That's great. Kudos to you. But to claim that you have an active private investigator's license and offer services, knowing that you knew darn well it was expired, you cannot offer services. You cannot claim that you're a private investigator. You cannot tell anybody that I'm a private investigator publicly, knowing that your license are expired and you allowed them to expire. It wasn't until my team, which who I am working with is Becca Smith, who has worked in the past to debunk other individuals with cases as well, which he's already had her name put out in the news in regards to her work. But I'm making it clear, Fia, you lied to the entire world about you having a private investigator's license. You knew darn well that your Texas license was expired. You should have knew that I was going to find out, because I'm investigating this case, that your license are expired. You should have found out that the team that I'm working with was going to find out that your license expired. And you should have knew that I was going to contact the college and universities that you went to claim that you got degrees, to find out if you actually got your degrees. One, you cannot live in California. I'm going to reiterate this so you understand me, Fia, okay? You cannot live in California and have a Texas private investigations license. Okay, I hope I made that clear to you. Second of all, you cannot live in California and have an expired Texas private investigation license and offer services like you have been, because I do have the evidence that you've been offering services. And I also know, based on a history of a lawsuit that you had with a weatherman person, that you were still offering services then. knowing that that license is only in Texas, you can only offer services in Texas. You cannot offer services in all 50 states like you think you can, because you can't. You can only investigate and help individuals that are in the state of Texas. I hope I have made that clear to you now, that you'll understand. One, another thing. You cannot live in California and have an expired private investigation license and go to the country Poland and offer services either, which you can clearly get your license in Texas revoked. I hope now, knowing that you realize that you messed up and made a mistake and lied to the world about your private investigator license, that you will start to be open and honest to Julia. Because of the fact, I feel like that is not what you've been doing up front. I feel like you have not been open and honest since the get go, and I will call you out for that. One, you claim that you were a private investigator and had your license. You clearly had it expired. You clearly don't have your private investigations license in the state of California to where you can use your Texas license. Now, I did find some information online that I don't know how accurate it is, because it's not a website that is able to allow me to type into another website the private investigator license off of there and verify, because I typed in the private investigation license number from the one I was able to locate, and it's stating that it doesn't exist. So I'm having that investigated in the state that you live in. Clearly, you have not been honest to the world from the get go. You have used your lies to manipulate people, to get yourself to work with authors, to all these proclaimed publishers of producers and movies and celebrities and politicians. But guess what? They believed your lies. Me, on the other hand, I am able to connect with individuals, and I am able to tell if they'll be open and honest to me. And I was able to determine that there was something that you were not being open and honest to the world about. And I end up finding out what it was. It's the fact that you were using your Texas private investigation license that is clearly expired, and was proclaiming to the world that you are a private investigator and that you were able to investigate cases nationwide, which is not accurate, which me and you both know that is not accurate. And you were telling Julia that I am a private investigator, I can help you and be your spokesperson. If you would have been open and honest to Julia in the get go and say, my license expired, I can help you, I do have resources to be able to help you, I have connections, I can help you, I would have been more open to you helping Julia Faustina be able to discover her full identity. But because of your lies and manipulations from the get go, I cannot stand behind you and support your investigation into finding out if Julia Julia Faustina is Madeline McCann. Anyways, a second thing I want to let you know is that while you were in Poland, you went to a hospital and you were able to get records all the way up until she was 5 years old, and that they weren't able to produce any more records. I want to let you know that you did end up not only going to the wrong hospital that she was born at, but you did not get all the evidence and records because of the fact you went to the hospital that she was not born at. Which my team and we have posted where she was born at, and I was clearly hoping that you would go to the records department and get her birth certificate and be able to find out if her current ID or any identification that she has is accurate or anything, because of the fact that you claim that you were not able to get a DNA test from her mother. I'm going to make it perfectly clear. The individuals that are on my team, and the one individual that has been made connection with Julia's mother, has Julia's mom has never once said that she would not get a DNA test done. And obviously, because of the fact that this situation is so sensitive and you've made it so public that you've been so verbally abusive and aggressive to her family, that I don't blame them for not wanting to talk to you. Why should they? Why should they allow their daughter, who they feel and know that she gave birth to, given to her feeling that she's Madeline McCain, if they know 100% fact that she is Julia? Personally, I think that if you would have been more sensitive about the situation and was nicer to her family, they probably would have talked to you. I clearly see why they don't want to talk to you, because everything that you post on social media, um, you want everybody to claim that you're a nice individual contacting her family, when everybody sees messages I've even seen messages that you've sent to individuals that you were verbally abusive to them. Oh, I thought somebody was sending me some evidence, but I wasn't. You just get notifications of whenever other users on Instagram or whatever, which is weird because I'm not even following these people, so I don't know why I would get notifications. But I'm going to make it clear that I'm, one, not going to stop my investigation until clearly the truth is out and the facts and all the evidence is out. Second of all, I would appreciate it if you would apologize to everybody in the United States, at least in the United States, um, that your private investigation license in Texas expired and that you were using it for a year offering services knowing that it was expired. And it wasn't until me and my team exposed you for having an expired license that you went and renewed your license. It would be really nice that if you can let that be known to everybody. And also, I think it's really awkward that the individual that was helping Julia before you had contacted him and told him about ruining his reputation, that you knew that he was just offering services to her to help her get a DNA test done and to help her get whatever therapy she needed, or to find out if there was any evidence that he needed to help get for her. So it's clearly notable that he was just trying to help. And it's really upsetting that you leaked the information that to the public, that clearly he said he and his team did not leak to anybody. Which I'm not going to discuss that because of the fact that he's still willing to offer his services to you, knowing that you called him a pedophile. But I'm going to make it clear to everybody in the world, and including the United States, Persian Medium has posted a private investigator license with the badge number A-13870 that is licensed in the state of Texas, and she is only able to investigate cases in Texas. She cannot investigate any cases in California. She can't investigate any cases in Poland. She can't offer any services in regards to private investigation in California. And due to the fact of her living in California, she's not even able to renew her license because it's clear that she's got her residence in California, and she didn't let them know that she lives in California, I'm sure. I'm not going to make that proclamation as evidence until they respond back to me and let me know everything. Because one, I clearly have your address in California. Obviously, I'm not going to make it private because I don't want you getting harassed at your home and knowing that you have Julia there. I want to make sure that Julia remains safe as well because of the fact that you brought her into the United States and didn't even speak to her mother about bringing her into the United States. It is clear that Julia was abused. Nobody's coming out and calling Julia a liar about her abuse. And if those are people that are, they're in the wrong. Because everybody on my team that is working with me, that is helping me, has never came out and said that Julia has never been abused. Yes, everybody would like Julia to be able to get the mental health that she needs. It's clear that she's been abused and she needs to get mental help. So I'm hoping that while you have her with you at your house, that you're getting her the mental health help that she deserves. Also, I'm going to make it clear to you. I have contacted Texas and made a report to have your private investigations license revoked due to the fact that you lied. Not only did you lie to the world, but you lied to Texas. They have the date that your license expired. They have the date that you renewed it, and they have the evidence that you were offering services in between those 2 dates. You thought by going online and renewing it that it would help your case. It doesn't, because you're in California and you're posting that you got a private investigations license and telling the world that you got a private investigating license in a state that you can't offer services in California. Next, this is what I'm going to do. As soon as I am able to successfully have your license revoked, which I've already talked to Texas, I let them know over the phone. They let me know the process of what needs to be done because they let me know that your license can be revoked and that I needed to go online and make a report and they couldn't do it over the phone. So that's what I did. I've already got confirmation that they got my report. Once they contact me and I get confirmation of your license being revoked, I am then going to contact the police department that you are working with to have things investigated with Julia and give them all the information and evidence that I have that needs to be investigated as well, because I already gave the information to another police department and it was forwarded to their fraud department as well. Knowing that it needs to be investigated, I'm going to have this police department investigate as well, because clearly you have a problem not being honest and truthful to anybody in the United States, and let alone probably went to Poland and showed them your expired PI badge and told them that you're a private investigator. You did not think that a journalist such as myself would find it very suspicious and start investigating your lies. And I found everything suspicious from the get-go. If you would have been open and honest and told the world, my license expired, I would still want to help Julia. And I think it's awkward also that a year ago, which I'm going to have it investigated as well, Julia came out and claimed that she had a contract with somebody, I think from Sweden, I believe. I have the video. I don't want to discuss it until I have the actual video in front of me again. about a music career. So I'm going to investigate to see who she made a contract with a year ago, because you're the only person that is from that country that she claims that she had a contract with for a music career. So I'm going to have that investigated as well. I'm a journalist. I'm allowed to investigate cases. I had somebody come onto my Instagram page and post, what does this have to do with gaming? As you clearly see, everything that I'm posting is on my podcast Instagram account. I am not posting anything on my main Instagram account. Yes, I did state that I was investigating. And yes, honestly, I am a gamer. I play games. I work for a company that we review games and work with movie producers and individuals that are gaming devs, and I help review games. So yes, that is a part of my job description, and I also help sell SEO services with my company. So I'm gonna let everybody know and put this out there as well. If you are a content creator, a business owner, or if you're an individual that just creates content, uploading photos or making small clip videos, and you want to get exposure, you can contact me and join Grammatica for free. And also, if you're wanting additional SEO services, you're more than welcome to contacting me about that as well. I just want to put this out there. But yes, I do take my job seriously on everything that I do. I do not publish lies. I just want to make that clear, that I fully investigate everything and will release the truth. And I do tell the truth in regards to everything that I investigate. I just don't do stuff like CNN and all these news articles out there that just find something and run with it without investigating. I fully investigate everything. And I honestly did contact Julie a day before it was announced that you were her spokesperson. But since she came out and said and offered help to her as well, but because of the fact that she came out and said that she was just, you were her spokesperson, I unsent my message to her. I honestly do hope that Julia gets the answers that she deserves. I hope also she gets the mental health that she needs, and gets to talk to a therapist while she's here. Nobody here is wanting anything bad happen to Julia. Not anybody on my team, not anybody that I work with, not anybody that I've spoken to on the internet. So if she's getting threats or people are saying anything vile to her, it's not anybody on my team that is threatening her. And I don't think that should be done. I don't think anybody deserves any type of death threats or any type of threats in that nature, harassment of sorts. But everybody does have the right to know the truth. Everybody does have the right to post their opinions about things, and the truth does deserve to be investigated and posted once found out and published. I am not done with my investigation. I still have a lot that needs to be done that I'm investigating. But right now, I'm focusing on Fia Johansson. And then after that, I will be expanding my investigation further. And I will discuss that on another live as well. However, I want to make it clear that nobody on my team is harassing Julia and is threatening Julia. And I let everybody on my team know that it is known that Julia has been abused and that she is suffering severe mental health. And it could be possible that due to her mental health and the abuse, that she is completely um disconnected from reality and who she is, and is suffering really bad because of the trauma and abuse that she suffered. I honestly would have helped my services as well to you because I have a large following as well, and I would be willing to help as well. But because of the fact that you lied to everybody in the United States, at least, claiming that you had a private investigations license that was expired, and it took me and my team calling you out in order for you to go renew it. If you would have said, hey, I made a mistake, my private investigation license expired, I need to renew it, I've been using it for a whole year while it's expired, um, we would have been more open. I'm doing good, everybody. Hello, Luna. Hello, everybody. Today I'm having a podcast episode in regards to my investigation into Fia Johansson. She has proclaimed that she is Julia's spokesperson, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay that she came out and said she's her spokesperson. However, what I do have a problem with is that she was telling the world that she was a private investigator, knowing that her license was expired. And that I don't agree with. That is the reason why I started my investigation. And it really made me upset whenever I found out that her private investigator license was expired and she was announcing to the world that she still had her private investigator license. Joe Ward had came out and said that he is still offering his services to Fia, which is awesome because, whatever connections he has, I personally don't know him. I never talked to him anyways. But someone sent me something and I want to check this real quick. Okay. So I got sent something that concerned a U.S. police take woman claiming to be Madeline McCain seriously. That's great. I'm glad that they take it seriously, but oh my gosh, if I can talk straight. Sorry, I need to get a drink. Whenever I talk for a long period of time and my mouth gets dried. Okay. I do hope that they take it seriously about Julia proclaiming that she's Madeline McCain. I also hope that you take it seriously into the investigation that's being done by my team with you, because of the fact that it's already been proven with the evidence that I have gotten from the college that you claim that you went to get your degrees. They have let me know that you have never attended college there. You never got a degree there. So unless you want to come and message me or email me at spazbaby@gmail.com and provide me documentation of you using an alias that nobody knows about and got your degree, or you went to another university and got your degree and you want to provide documentation about your degree. But just like you said, birth certificates can be forged, so can college degree certificates. They can be forged as well. And I'm also going to be investigating all these locations where she proclaims she's got certificates at, because those can be created online, like sports and medicine one and a few other ones. I've already contacted the authors to see if they want to help me with my investigation. I'm very, very, very interested in finding the truth in regards to Julia proclaiming that she is Madeline McCain. I personally feel that you should have got the evidence and proof that she wasn't Julia Wendell or Julia Faustina before you whipped her to the United States. Rushed her to the United States If you would have came out to the world before you brought her to the United States and say, hey, I was able to find out that she's Julia Faustina and that she's been severely abused, and I feel that it would be in her best interest, because of the fact that people are threatening her, that I bring her to the United States for her safety. One, you have not proven to anybody, especially in Poland, that she is not Julia Faustina Wendell, because we were told that you didn't even go to the accurate hospital that Julia was born at. My team has been able to make connections with her mother, and we have been in communication with her mom. And she's very saddened that you brought her to the United States. However, I'm going to make it clear that nobody on my team is going to be personally threatening Julia, because we have not personally threatened Julia. Um, After you announced that you were her spokesperson, I personally did not contact her anymore to offer any of my services to her, because I have connections as well. But I fully feel that the police needs to take my investigation serious into the fraud allegations that I have information and um, evidence on, that they need to take it seriously as well, just as much as it needs to be taken serious in regards to finding out if Julia is indeed Madeline McCann. Personally, until you get evidence that she is not Julia Faustina Wendell, you should not bother the McCanns. You should not bother any other parents of any missing child until you get the evidence that she is not Julia Faustina Wendell, because there's clear evidence that she's claimed that she was another missing child, and her parents have let her know that they have offered her to get the mental health that she needs, and to seek therapists, and to get the help that she needs. Nobody on my team has been told by Julia's mother that she has wanted to push the issue of her being hospitalized. She has not told any of us that. It could be possible that her psychiatrist has noted that into the documents that you have. You know, from the get go, I would have been glad to be able to offer my services to you and be able to help you with your investigation with finding out who Julia is. But it's clear that you lied to everybody about your private investigations license. You have been offering services since it expired, which I have evidence of that. I will pull it up. Hold on. Mm. Okay, so your license was issued to you on March 25th, 2020. Your license expired March 25th, 2022. It said you were not registered or application incomplete. So, knowing that we are into 2023, you waited until, I'd have to say March. I'm going to say March 6th, because that was Monday. Until they're able to verify with me the date that you actually had renewed it, I'm just going to go with March 6th. You had went and renewed your private investigation license through Texas and it does not expire until March 25th, 2024. It says registered or substantially complete application. But I'm making it clear to you, just because of the fact that you are registered and licensed in Texas does not give you the authority or the acceptance to be able to use your private investigations license in any other state besides Texas, because they are a state that does not allow you to use your license in any other state. If you want the evidence that I got from the college that you attended, you're more than welcome to email me. But I want you to be able to prove to me as well with documentation that you have a degree and a certificate. And I do not mean don't want to see your certificate, because just like you said that birth certificates can be forged, um so can certificates of having degrees. Because as you clearly see, from Catch Me If You Can, that man was able to get away with several crimes within the United States, and all his fraud was eventually released to the public. So, I am making it clear and known to everybody that I am doing an investigation into Fia Johansson. I am a journalist. I am not proclaiming I'm a private investigator. I'm not proclaiming I'm somebody that I'm not, as she did. And I'm a journalist. And yes, if anybody has anything that they need help investigating or need help with services if they're abused, you're more than welcome to contact me, because I have connections as well. If you need help with drug abuse, any type of sexual abuse, you can contact me, and I am able to get you connected and get you the help that you need as well, because I have connections as well. I am not just somebody on the internet that decided to come out and say all these bad things about you, Fia. I'm not some just TikToker that you proclaimed that these TikTokers are talking bad about you. No. Clearly that is not accurate. Um, First and foremost, I am a journalist. I take my job seriously to investigate the evidence, and that leads to the facts before I produce all my evidence out to the public, as in writing any type of article or anything like that. I make sure I have the evidence and facts. So you don't have to worry about an article being written with lies and everything else, because that's not going to happen. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of journalist. I like to speak the truth. Now, if you would like to contact me and provide me any type of evidence in regards to the allegations that are being made towards you, in regards to you not having a doctorate degree or master's degree, based on the evidence that I collected from the colleges that you proclaim that you have attended, you are more than welcome to message me and provide that information. I'm not going to back off. Clearly, you can post anything you want to post about all the connections you have in Hollywood, or politicians, and all the money and fame that you have and paid to get an article written, and who knows what else you paid to have done. I am not going to back off of my investigations. I'm not scared of anybody, and I definitely am not scared of the post that you post on your Instagram stories, because of the fact that, one, I believe in God, and I believe that he is a true and honest God that wants the truth out to people, and he wants Julia to get the help that she wants. And money and fame is not going to buy my happiness. Money and fame is not going to buy my way into heaven, that's for sure. God is going to be the ultimate one that gets me into heaven. So you won't see me posting no fancy cars, even though I could post like a $50,000 to $60,000 expensive car that's sitting in my driveway. I don't do that. I'm not like that. You want to post you getting out of your expensive cars and whatever expensive items you own and whatever connections you have. I could do that as well, because I have connections as well, but I'm not going to stoop to your level. Me and you are like minded. We both want to make sure that Julia gets the help that she receives. But I am not like you in regards to the fact that I have to lie to the world about who I am not. I am a journalist, And yes, I chose to investigate into Fia Johansson to find the truth out about who she proclaims she is and her history and where she, where she originated from. And yes, I do feel that the world needs to know the truth about who Julie is. So, whoever helps you find out the evidence or get you the evidence to be able to help you, that's awesome. But please do not tell the world that you're able to use your private investigation license in all 50 states. You're not allowed to. It's been proven. I've already contacted Texas. You cannot use your private investigator license in all 50 states. You can have it revoked. And yes, I did submit a report online to request to have it revoked. So if you get upset or anything, you can thank me later. Or you can actually thank me knowing that you live in Texas and you shouldn't even be having a private investigator license based out of Texas anyway, since you do not reside there. So I think that is something that clearly needed to make known to the public. I would have been more forgivable to you if you would have told the world that your private investigations license expired and that you were working on getting it renewed and that you were only able to work on cases within the state of Texas and not offer services nationwide or even in any of the 50 states in the United States. Me and you both know that you've already been in a lawsuit before against another journalist over the several different aliases or aliases that you have used in the past. And I know a police department that is aware of the several different aliases that you have used in the past. I'm going to have all these businesses investigated to find out if they're just shell businesses that were created in each state so you can get some type of fame or fortune or certificate or private investigation license in that state, or any type of connections in that state. I am not going to give up my investigation until everything is completed. Then that is when everything will be reported accurately, so you don't have to worry about nothing being reported from me until all the evidence is collected and that it is a proven fact, which it's been a proven fact that the college that you attended does not have no record of any of the licenses that I have of you. Also, your private investigator license was expired and you didn't renew it until you were outed for having a expired license, which kudos for you. I'm glad that you took it upon yourself to go get a expired PI license renewed after it was made known to the public that it was expired. I appreciate you did that, but you should have been more open and honest. I believe starting from the get-go being a liar and not being open and honest, that makes it to where maybe you should not be the one that's helping Julia find out who she is. That's just my opinion. Honestly, because of the fact you can't use your license in California, you should have been open and honest. You should be open and honest to everybody from the get-go. You should be open and honest to everybody now. Because the more you lie to the public, I'm going to be right behind you collecting that information and investigating it. So I hope you listen to my podcast or my stream or whatever, you want to call it. And know that everything that you lie to the public about, my team is going to provide me that information, or I will get that information and I will investigate it and I will be making everything known to the public and to the police as well, because it's something that needs to be investigated. And for those that are asking who am I am Spaz Baby. Okay, you can call me Spaz. Like, I prefer to be called Spaz. But you know, I am a journalist. I create content and I stream games. Like, you will see me stream Dead by Daylight. So yes, I am a content creator on the side, but that is not solely what I do. I work for a company called Grammatica, which we provide SEO services. I am a journalist that writes articles through our portals, and I investigate cases. I also work with selling not only SEO services, I work with movie producers, gaming devs, and I help test their games. And you might see me creating streams or doing streams of me testing games. But there is one thing that you won't see me do. You won't see me on social media lying and proclaiming that I'm someone I'm not. One, I'm being openly honest to everybody. I am a journalist and I am investigating into Fia Johansson in regards to her investigating and helping Julia Wendell, or Julia Faustina Wendell. But I am also having to do my job as well, which involves, me selling SEO services with Grammatica and helping gaming devs test games, and also as well work with movie producers. And also, if you're interested, if you are somebody that owns a business or create content for a business that you own or work for, and you are interested in contacting me because you want more exposure for your company or your business, the content you create, you're more than welcome to contact me, and I can help you get set up with that as well. One thing I am not here to do is to target anybody and harass them, because that's just not the type of person that I am. However, I am the type of person that will not give up on an investigation until all the evidence is made out to the public and the truth. I've seen that you're having all these articles written in regards to you helping find out who Julia is. I hope before you actually step stage and go on any type of talk show or news organization in the United States that you have the evidence to prove who Julia Faustina really is. And if she is Julia Faustina, that you're able to provide that information to the public, because of the fact that everybody in the public needs and deserves to know who Julia Faustina is. Um, if she is a person that was abused and needed to leave Poland because of the threats that she received, then that's amazing that you stepped up and helped save her life. Nobody's doubting the fact that she's an abused individual. It's just that we want the evidence to be known to the public before any type a publicity stunt is made on any type of news organization and provided to the public about who she was, because then I feel you're exploiting Julia, and that is not fair to her. I don't feel like anybody that's been abused or any type of trauma that they've received in their life deserves to be exploited for fame. I definitely am going to have it checked out to find out who made the contract with Julia to start her music career, because it was told by her that she signed a contract with somebody from Swedish and a Swedish background, or Sweden, and it's known that's the country that you came from. So did you have contact with Julia a year before she announced to the public that she was Madeline McCann? I am just very interested in finding this information out. So, if you want to help me with my own investigation to provide me evidence and facts based on everything that I'm searching into, you can email me at spazbaby@gmail.com. If anybody knows any information about Julia Faustina or Fia and you want to provide me information, you can go ahead and do that. But please do not contact me unless it's business related, because I am not going to sit there and have conversations with people and waste my time having conversations with people, knowing that one, I have a job to do as well. And second of all, I'm not going to waste my time just holding conversations with people, because I'm not wasting my time and taking time away from my investigation into investigating about Fia Johansson. I'm going to make it clear, every alias that not alias, every alias that I have of Fia Johansson, I have provided to the university, and every alias that she has announced to the public, they have no known person that has attended that university to get any type of degree. Second of all, based on my investigation, I was able to determine that the PI investigation license that she was offering services to the public was expired, and I've already told everybody when it was expired and when it was renewed. So, based on the evidence that I found, that's actual facts, because she did take the time to go renew her license. However, she fails to realize that she can't use it in all 50 states. And that's something that I'm making clear to the public. And I hope other news organizations listen to my podcast episode now, or whatever you want to call this. And I hope that every news source out there that is interested in finding out Julia's identity will not post or publish anything that is not facts. I believe in the public knowing the facts and truths about cases. So if you are a news organization and you are listening to my live streams, that you take it upon yourself and investigate. Do your job being a journalist. Don't just find something that another news article published and start posting it yourself. One, you're not doing your job as a journalist and investigating. And second of all, you're publishing lies. Make sure you publish the truth, because that's what I do. I publish the truth after I investigate. I've already spent several hours, an entire week investigating this case. I've already had other news organization asking me if they can have my story, and nobody's having my story. It's my story that I'm publishing and I'm writing about and I'm investigating. If you want to assist in providing me information, that's great, But I'm asking and calling upon every news organization out there, do not publish any more lies. Do not publish any more lies. And what I'm talking about is that do not publish that Fia Johansson is a private investigator that can offer services in all 50 states and nationwide. That's a lie. The truth is, she can only offer services in the state of Texas. Yeehaw! I don't know, I'm just trying to be funny now. But anyways, she can only offer services in Texas. She can't offer services anywhere else. She can't offer services in California. She cannot live in California and hold a PA license in the state of Texas without residing in Texas. I found out. Everything I have is evidence, and it's the truth, and that's all I do is speak the truth. Everybody that knows me for speaking the truth and being honest about my opinions, honest about evidence, and everybody relies on coming to me to listen to the truth, because that's what I like to do. Is I like to publish the truth, and I will discuss the truth as I find it. So I hope everybody has a good day, and I hope anybody that listens to my stream in the future, that you will know to take this, that I'm taking this investigation really serious. It's not a joke. Exactly. It's never wise to post a half-baked post. One of the worst moves the company can make. Well said. It's just like the saying, don't post anything if you know deep inside your heart that it's a lie. Which Fia Johansson, I clearly seen that she had a problem doing. She did not tell the world that her PA license in Texas was expired. So, because of the fact that she is trying to make a mockery of the situation and went and renewed her license, for now on, all the evidence that my team finds, we will no longer be posting it and make it known for the public. However, I do have my Instagram, and I will be posting evidence as I find it, but I will make it for subscribers only, which my subscribers will be $2.99. So if you want to see the evidence that's posted, that will be released to the public as I find it. You will unfortunately have to subscribe to my Instagram channel because Fia Johansson has officially turned this into a mockery and thinks that it's a joke, knowing it's a serious situation. And she thought by renewing her license that it was going to validate her claim to being a PI. It just validates my claims that you lied to the public about your private investigator's license. But from here on out, if you want any evidence and you want to keep up to date about the evidence that I collect, who is contacting me? Oh, just one of my family members. But if you are wanting evidence and want to stay up to date with the investigation, you will have to subscribe to my Instagram, which is only $2.99, which also will go towards me investigating on any type of cases I do in the future. If anybody once again wants to know who I am, everybody knows me by Spaz. I was on YouTube. I have been on YouTube since YouTube has been created. A lot of people know me by my real name, which that's what I originally had my first YouTube channel under, was my real name, but then I changed it. Like I've been called Spaz since I was 16. It's not something that I just came up with and decided, "Hey, call me Spaz." No, that's been my nickname since I was 16. It's because, like, one, I'm hyper. I'm always hyper. And another reason why is because of the fact, like, when I'm serious about something and want the truth to get out there, I will work my hardest to make sure that the truth is told, and I won't hide anything from the public. What's up, everybody? So for now on, yes, I will post information on my Instagram in regards to stuff that is made public knowledge out to the public. But if it's evidence that I have found that I feel that I want to release to the public, I will release it to my subscribers only, which is only $2.99. I did not want to have to go that route because, as I am a person that does not like to charge anybody to watch my content, but because Julia is with Fia, and Fia is making a mockery over her license being expired, so that is what I have to do from now on. So I hope everybody understands that. And I hope everybody has a great day. And I will keep. I'm a girl. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Hey, brother, to me. I was like, wait, I'm a girl. Everybody knows I'm a girl. But that is just how it's going to have to be. that any evidence that I have collected and I want it known to my followers and supporters, I will have to release it to my subscribers only. I did not think that Fia was going to make a mockery out of the situation and just go get her PI license renewed and then not tell people the truth about her PI license being expired. So since she wants to make a mockery out of the situation, um, as I say, I always have to stay one step ahead of the investigation. And that's clearly what I'm going to do. And if she perfectly wants to have someone subscribe to my Instagram just for her to find out information about my investigation, hey, more power to you. That's $2.99. But I'm going to go for the day, and I hope everybody has a good day. And thank you for watching my stream.